Ladies and gentlemen, it's been a while since I've done one of these. But anyways, I'm gonna be saying what you should buy in Tier 4. So if you're unsure about what's good in Tier 4 and what's terrible, this is the video for you. So let's start with mechs. There are only 3 mechs, all rare. All are at least... Okay, never mind. Arachnos is hot garbage. You kind of just get it to begin with, I believe, at the beginning of the game. I think they still do that, pretty sure. Yeah, they probably do. And this thing's hot trash. Don't upgrade it unless you really like it. The energy's good, the health is not. The power, turret damage, ability itself, ability cooldown, which I'm just noticing. And then the turret. Just everything about the turret is terrible. Except the concept of a turret. But yeah, this thing is terrible. It's not worth your time. Then we have Tengu. And now there's going to be a little bit of bias here, as you probably know. But I believe that this mech is very solid. Okay, there is definitely a learning curve behind using Tengu. But once you master him, once you get him up, like, 5-star, 6-star, it really pays off, and I'm sure that max level is just going to be wonderful. So there's a learning curve, but if you master it, then you are set. Now there's Stalker. Stalker, now this one's tricky, because Stalker, he is, like, he's a good mech. He's not, like, you know, meta. He's not even like Panther, but yeah, he's got, like, you know, the average energy. He's got decent health. Power's good, speed's good. Ability, the Predator Drive is honestly a really good ability. It's just that Orion, I would say, is better because the damage output and how it can bounce off mechs. Even though it is nice to just be able to, you know, deal damage all in one go with Predator Drive. You can put it down and then use it. But anyways, Stalker is definitely worth buying. Probably not upgrading too much except to 16 energy. When you're at mid game, that's a good time to use him. And yeah. And by the way, Tengu, in most cases, you're not going to want to upgrade him too much unless you really like him. And that is the mechs for Tier 4. Let's get into the weapons. Now, there are tons, so this is going to take a little while. Starting at the top to bottom, fusion cannon. I hate it. Excuse me. My voice is very hoarse for some reason. Fusion cannon 8 is probably terrible. I own the 10, so I have experience with it. I hate it. I don't even upgrade it. It's not worth it. And it's so overpriced. Like, who's gonna spend that much money on a freaking mediocre to trash weapon? Okay, now Vipers, I don't own them, but I've played against them so much. I think they're good, but who's spending $95 on stuff? Like, what? So yeah, Vipers, I think that they're actually really OP. I think they're really good, but that price, wow. Now, Overdrivers, I don't know much about them. I've died to them maybe twice. They seem like a good weapon. They seem really good. I don't know. You can buy it. It's for you to decide. Missile Rack 8. I love the Missile Rack 8. It's very good from early to mid game. But once you get into late game, Missile Rack 8 kind of falls off. And then it's not really worth it. I don't think it's worth it. The upgrades, really. But that's on you. Then we have VRPGs, voltaic RPGs. I don't like it. I don't think many people like it. Maybe I'm wrong. It's just the damage is so mediocre. Like, it's worse than shotgunades. You know, it's just sad. Honestly, it's quite sad. The range is terrible. The space it takes between each shot, like you fire one and then you have to wait and then you fire another, like that space takes way too long. I do not recommend upgrading it. Buying it, I don't know. Disruptor 6, buy it. It is worth it. It costs credits, so anything that costs credits is definitely worth it just for the stars. Like VRPGs, like you should buy it, but you shouldn't upgrade it, you know? This is so worth it. This weapon I still use. I use it on my Orion. I've tried it on Tengu. I'm planning on getting a 12 and putting a 6 and a 12 on my Redeemer. It's just wonderful. And I don't know if it's worth the upgrades because it's only 6 energy, but that's up to you. Stasis Beam, not worth it. Okay, I'll do a little more than that. Stasis Beam 8 is very terrible. It's really not worth the upgrade. Like, if you're gonna get Stasis Beams and upgrade them, then, well, get the 16s, because they cost credits. At least I think they still cost credits. They did on the progress path. But anyways, Stasis Beam 8, damage terrible. The effect is mediocre. It takes a very long time for Stasis Beam 8s to do their thing. Yeah, it's like 4 seconds. That's terrible. Yeah, just don't do it. Particle Beam 6. I don't know anything about particle beams. Good luck with that. Fragment Gun 8. This weapon is incredible. You must buy it. It's got a major nerf since mods have, come to fruition. So, these weapons, all these like close quarter shotgun type weapons, like ember guns, shotguns, fragment guns. I don't know, I think that might be all 3. Those, I think, are the main ones. Yeah, it looks like it. All had a major nerf. So hard to use now. But still, I think that fragment guns are worth it. They deal great damage. And yeah, fragment gun 8s, I love them. Definitely worth at least buying. Now, with the 10, this one is worth buying and potentially upgrading because, who knows, maybe you want to get dualies and put them on your Nomad, or your Killshot, or your Seeker, something like that, and you're at 20 energy. Great deal right here. These are free to play, like credit cost. Well, I guess this costs 8 coins, but it's definitely worth it. So yeah. Then we have the Ember Gun 8, which is definitely worth it. Cost credits. It's also cheap because it's epic. So buy it. Enjoy it. Probably don't upgrade it because people don't really like using light mechs. But if you do, then, your best bets are going to be like Helix Rack 8, Fragment Gun 8. It just kind of depends on which one you're thinking of upgrading. Then we have repeaters. I haven't played much with these because I used the 12s in the Onslaught, And, I don't know. I think that they're decent. I don't know, though. Let's see. I don't know. That's for you to decide. I don't know enough to tell you. Revokers in every case are going to be OP. I don't know if you want to spend your real money, like $95 of it, on something like this, but I think it'd be better to wait for the 8 or one of the better variants and buy one of those. But Revokers, they're like the most meta OP thing there is. Long Arm 12. It's not good. I don't recommend upgrading it. Honestly, at that point, you should just buy EM rifles. Like, just save up. I don't know. I don't have much to say except that this isn't very good. Kind of a waste of resources. Gauss Rifle 10. I only own Gauss Rifle 4, so I don't have much room to talk. But I think it's garbage and you shouldn't buy it. I don't think it's worth the 8 coins. Maybe that's just me, but I think, yeah. Quantum Gun 8. Quantum Guns, honestly, just save up for a different one. I don't think you should waste your money on a low variant of something that's mediocre. EM Rifle 6, same deal. Just save up for a better one. Javelin Rack 12. Oh, I'm doing tier 5. What? I looked at tier 5. Oh, I'm so stupid. Okay, so anyways, I was talking about... Why was I talking about Savant? I just skipped so many... Okay, whatever. Savant, it's the same deal as Revoker, Repeater, Quantum Gun, you know, all those. I don't think it's worth it. Maybe I'm wrong. Javelin Rack 8. This is a good addition to your hanger. It is very powerful on like a Stalker, maybe even an Orion, Kill Shot, all those. It's definitely worth it. Cryo Jav 6. Now this you get through referrals, so I'm not really going to talk about it much, except that, you know, it's a better Javelin Rack 6. Helix Rack 8. This is worth it because it's worth credits. And when it's worth credits, you know, you might as well buy it, right? Now this is also from referrals. It's very hard to get. It's replaced the old Cryo Jav 6s, and it's now the final reward for finishing your referrals. So yeah, it's just a better Javelin Rack 12. I don't know. Wow, I really just... Okay, I guess you guys got a little bit of tier 5 info too. Wow, I feel so stupid for that. Rocket Mortar 10. It's a waste of money. Don't do it. Fuse Mortar 8. I don't know anything about it except that it's a better rocket mortar, I think. I think it's supposed to be. So you do you. I don't know enough about it. Nade launch rate. This is worth so many acorns. I think that you should just wait. Get the 10 instead. Because the 10 costs acorns, and it's honestly worth it. Cryo launch rate. So I've played it against cryo launchers enough that I think it's a very good weapon. I don't know if you should be buying it yet, though, because it's about to come out in Gear Hub, I think. I believe it is. Maybe I'm wrong. I believe it is, though. Podgun 6. Now, again, I used Podgun 12s in the Killshot Onslaught. But those were 12s, and they were maxed. And without pilot. So I don't know much about them, except that I know that Podguns are OP. Like, they used to be shredding through me. They still do, actually. It's a good weapon. I don't know if it's worth the money, though. Minigun 6. I'm just going to come out and say it. This is a waste of money, along with EM Rifle 6, because it just costs so much. You can't be wasting all your acorns on it. But miniguns, they are a very good weapon. But you should honestly just wait for a better variant. Chain Gun 6. Now, chain guns, everyone says they're garbage. Honestly, they're very much so better after the mods, because now they're a sustained heavy damage weapon. It's like carbines, Vipers. Isn't that what they're called? Vipers. Yes, Vipers. And, yeah. They're way better now. I think they're definitely worth it because they're worth credits. You should probably get them because they have high damage, high power. It's a legendary weapon, and us F2Ps do not get many of those. Let me assure you. So yeah, I think it's worth it. And then when I was scrolling up here, I noticed this little goober that I somehow missed. And this just tells me that I need to get better at doing these reviews. My goodness, it's been a while. Stormax are like a major part of the meta. They are very good now. Good damage. The AoE is so good. Like, I see people that just shoot at the ground and then people die. Like, it's just shoot it in the ground next to a mech, and yeah, it's just like an old disc launcher, but better damage and more range, I think. And yeah, I don't think it's worth that much, though. It's the same deal as which Savant, Particle Beam, Overdriver, and Viper. All those legendary 6 energy weapons that cost $95. Not worth it. And yeah, there is your review for Tier 4. I hope that was informative and useful and not completely confusing. I hope you have a great day.